Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. A staple of the college football environment, color-coordinated schemes in the stands, a stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the NC State Wolfpack, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Makes the quick grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's got it on the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. They just keep firing. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly. Catch in the middle. It's Bentley. And the Utes in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the tailback. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Powers through the defender. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense considering his success now early.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Out of the gun, they give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Running the red zone. It's Smothers. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Utes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. Got room at the 35. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Check. Black 33, mouse choice. 33, mouse check. White 18, Rocky switch.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Gets it to the back. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here.
Easton.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Up-tempo for the offense. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Got his man to the left. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit trying to tie it up late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolute shame. Missed it. So the score remains 3-0. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football falling out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Cincinnati. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. On the move, it's Smothers. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The give to the left side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
A designed run for the quarterback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Scrambling away. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's Parker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Utes have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Offense facing
Trying to get it to the marker. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. The give to the running back from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. He's loose. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, NC State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And, man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bray. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on down. He's taking the shot. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run deep down the right side. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Utes headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Leaves it with the back.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the fourth quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to have to happen to get back in this ballgame.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the running back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
After the